Here is a sacred voice warm-up, the only warm-up that you will need for your voice. I'm Rebecca Abraxas. I am a certified sound healer. I've been a singer-songwriter for 30 years, and I've been a Reiki practitioner, yogini, and I am a certified metaphysical minister, and done a lot of sacred voice vocal energy healing. These are the most favorite things that I do to warm up the voice. Most vocal coaches will have you do physical techniques for warming up. Well, when you're doing sacred voice, you also want to align your energetics, your vibration, and you really want to align yourself with your divine self. So this is how we start this warm-up. And so take notes. This will be a great process for you to do from beginning to end. If you are a sound healer, vocalizing in yoga classes, if you are a sacred sounder, light worker, wherever you're going to use your voice for sacred sound, here you go. First, you're going to have gratitude. Gratitude is going to elevate the vibration. Did you know that every vibration that you've experienced comes through the voice? And where you are focused and aligned is where your focus vibration is coming through. That's so someone hears it. So if you align with gratitude, you're going to have this sense of higher vibration, higher quantum or spiritual vibration coming through your voice. So start with just looking around the room, simple things. I'm so grateful for the sun outside and for the trees. I'm so grateful for my voice. I'm grateful for this big drink of water right now. I'm grateful for whatever it is. Look around and name about 5 things that you're grateful for. Then you're going to move that in to appreciation. Now, appreciation is more the ethereal gratitude, being grateful for the peace and love in your heart, being grateful for the abundance that is abound, being grateful for all the people that will be listening to the sacred sound, being grateful for the sacred sound that comes through, being grateful for the life force energy. So shift gratitude and expand into appreciation. And then when you flow into that next step is awe. Let your body, mind, and spirit just experience a sense of vibrational awe. After a rampage of gratitude and appreciation, you'll feel awe. This is an amazing place to sing and sound from. So that's that spiritual warm-up, energetic warm-up that you want to do, okay? The second phase is you want to warm up your mental capacities. There's so much hanging out in the subconscious from our past that fuel negative thoughts about our voice and about expression. So every time a negative thought or judgment comes up around your voice, this is what I want you to say. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view. It's just a point of view, it means nothing, and let it float away. Interesting point of view, I have that point of view, let it float away. The next thing I want you to do is set this up every time that you practice and warm up like this, and every time you go to be in front of people to give something. You're going to say to yourself, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the highest contribution here with my voice? When you say those words, you set yourself up for perfect alignment with what is required in the moment. And whatever happens, you can trust that it's perfect. So it lets go of any feeling like an imposter, feeling like you didn't do good enough or you hit the wrong note. Like all of that can go out the window, because when you say what energy, space, and consciousness can I be, know, and do to be the biggest contribution with my voice, you are setting it up for the best intention to happen. So if you do like go off key, it might be perfect for someone that just needs to see that or hear that exact pitch, or see you make a mistake so they actually can trust you on some level. Who knows what it is? But these 2 mental things are gold. Practice them when you start warming up your voice. All right, now let's go over to energetics. Let's get the chakra system ready. Now, in doing the chakra system, balancing the chakra system, you're also going to be warming up the voice and doing ear training for going up a scale. We're going to do do, re, mi, but in the Indian version, okay? And it sounds like this. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. How I love thee, how I love thee. So you're just going to go up the scale, and as you come down, you're going to say how I love thee, meaning yourself and all. Right? It's super important that you love yourself enough and that you really get it in there that you love yourself, that you are love. And then from there, you can see others as love. And would someone you love judge you? No, if they truly loved you unconditionally. And so again, we're warming up that mental space so it's positive and loving, so that when you're going out there, your voice has that frequency of love on it. But then what you just did too, you went up a scale and you went down a scale. And so you're getting your agility of your voice warmed up. So let's do it one more time. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. How I love thee, how I love thee. Now you can stretch and warm up your range by doing a swoop. And I like doing it with a finger. So you just go low. Oh. Doing a little shaky shake. Help you get the high notes. All right. The other thing that will help you get the high notes you want to practice is lifting up the eyebrows, flaring the nostrils, kind of widening through here on the face, and yawning. Ah. What this is doing is warming you up to create space for the sound wave when it comes through. Think of the sound wave coming up past the vocal cords, and it wants to have a big playground to play in. This is what you're doing. And you're going to bring the eyebrows up, expand through here, yawn so that your soft palate is stretching, okay? That's going to help you have some range with the high notes as well, all right? So this next part of your technique warm-up is going to be warming up the resonant chambers, and you're going to do that on me, mi, my, mo, mu. You're going to start with the chest chamber. Me, mi, my, mo, mu. And you can really feel the vibrating. And then you're going to do it in the mouth. Me, mi, my, mo, mu. Then you're going to the nasal cavities. Me, mi, my, mo, mu. Then the head voice. Me, mi, my, mo, mu. When you practice these 4 resonant chambers, when you do actually sing, you know how to access all of them. And the benefits of those, now that's another lesson, but this is just a warm-up. Make sure you can access each one of these 4 chambers for a nice, warm, rounded tone to your voice. 2 more exercises for warm-up. You're going to go ooh and e. Ooh, e, ooh, e. Ooh, e, ooh, e, ooh, e, ooh, e. This starts warming up the mask here, okay? Getting the lips so that pronunciations and possibilities with sound can happen. Ooh, e, ooh, e, ooh, e. Keeping these muscles nice and sharp. Good. Ooh, e, ooh, e, ooh, e. So do a few rounds of that. The next thing you want to do is just this tongue This muscle goes all the way down the back of the throat and down the larynx. We want to stretch that so it doesn't build tension in the area. So to do that, you're going to take the tongue at the behind the bottom teeth and push it forward. Then bring the tongue side to side. Good. One of the last exercises I want to show you is what fuels the voice is the breath. So make sure you also have exercised your breath. So take a breath in. Then if you can, take a breath on top of that. And if you can, a breath on top of that. So you're nice and expanded, stretching out the intercostal muscles. And then you want to let out nice and slow. Good. So warming up the diaphragm and the intercostals and that rib cage expansion with the breath. So you have a lot of breath support for good tone. And this is your little bonus one if you want to try this. So humming not only calms your nervous system, so it's a great way to warm up for a presentation, performance, or whatever you're doing. So it calms the nervous system. But humming to a certain tune that has a lot of vocal range in it will help you warm up those muscles inside the mouth and the larynx. I like the national anthem because it's a wide range of sound and pitches. This is what I want you to do. You're going to hum the national anthem like this and start to feel things stretch in the back of the throat. So that high note, you have to really expand the soft palate. So this is a really good warm up for the soft palate. So just humming the Star Spangled Banner will totally help you widen your range and get those muscles that have to do this to make sound. We want to learn how to make sound without having to always do it through the mask, the lips, right? So when you're humming, the lips are closed and you have to make those shapes. So it warms up that part of the body. This is my tried and true warm-up series for your sacred voice, and really can be used for any person that wants to warm up their voice. But as a sacred voice singer and a vocal energy healer, this is what I do. I align my energy, I get my mental space prepared, and then I work on the physical body. And there you have it. So don't just work on the physical. Make sure you're working on the mental and the energetic spiritual and the chakra systems. The voice is a holistic instrument. It's not just physical. It's energetic, it's mental, emotional, and it's spiritual. And when you're working with the sacred voice, this will make all the difference when people hear your voice. You want people to feel a sense of healing when they hear your voice, right? So now that you're all warmed up, you can just start offering healing sound. So that you can just give love with your voice. All right, guys, I hope I delivered. Let me know if I delivered. Let me know if you like this warm-up series. And be sure to like and follow and check out some other stuff in the descriptions I have for you guys. All right, see you next time.